The boxing landscape is constantly changing, often by the day. Because about a month ago, David Price was all set to face Erkan Teper for the vacant European heavyweight title. And Sauerland Promotions, who are the outfit that represent David Price, entered a purse bid negotiation with Z Promotions. And Z Promotions won the purse bid. Shortly after that, David Price effectively pulled out of the Teper fight by arranging to fight on the Eddie Hearn show in June or July in Liverpool. But just a couple days ago, David Price pulled out of that Eddie Hearn show, citing an apparent neck injury. And just today, it's been announced that the Erkan Teper fight is back on again for the vacant European heavyweight title on July 17th. So I'm not really sure what to make of the politics of the whole situation. It all seems a bit strange. But what I can say is the Teper fight is pretty interesting. For those of you who ain't seen Erkan Teper, he's a heavyweight based in Germany. He can punch, doesn't have special skills or anything like that, but the Martin Rogan knockout was brutal. Obviously Rogan's a cab driver, literally, and he's seen better days, but he smashed Martin Rogan's jaw to pieces, literally. It was a brutal knockout. The guy can punch, and we know David Price don't have the greatest punch resistance, so I'll be interested to see the Teper fight. Now, a lot of people are speculating that the neck injury that David Price apparently suffered was fake and just a way of getting out of the Eddie Hearn show, which it could have been. But they're also saying that since the Teper fight is back on for the European title, a lot of people seem to think this makes the Anthony Joshua fight more viable again, because the neck injury can't be that serious if he's going to fight Teper in July. So therefore it would leave him open for a Anthony Joshua fight later on in the year in September. But as I've said previously, I'm not sure about that. I think it depends on David Price's performance. It depends on where the Sauerlands want to go with David Price. Because if he beats Teper and becomes European champion, as I've said before, it's going to put him high up in the world rankings and literally on the verge of a world title shot. Would they want to risk fighting Anthony Joshua when they could get a world title shot instead? It might be David Price's only chance at a world title in his career. He might only ever get one shot. And they're potentially throwing that away by taking on Joshua. Like I said at the start of the video, the boxing landscape changes often by the day. So we'll just have to keep an eye on the situation. But let me know how you feel about this latest development. How do you see David Price, Erkan Teper playing out in the ring? And if Price wins, what do you think his next move is going to be? You think the Joshua fight will happen? You think Price will want the Joshua fight? You think Sauerland will want the Joshua fight for him and make steps to try and get the fight on? Drop your comments below. This Hatman, I'm out.